Hello everyone and welcome to part 3 of my Adobe Audition tutorial series. Today I'm going to be going over how to apply effects to individual clips and to different tracks, as well as to use the mixer on the multi-track window. So there are multiple effects that we have. We can find them in the effects tab, and we have a different assortment of them. I'm only going to go over the ones that you probably are going to be using on a regular basis. So here we have the amplitude and compression effects, which can change the levels and alter dynamics of a track or clip. And you can load each effect separately to hear the difference between each of the effects. Delay and echo effects allow you to repeat audio by playing it back as an echo, or have it play back at a set delay time. We're going to skip diagnostics and go down to filter and equalizers. They can adjust tonality. You can make your audio sound a lot different by setting what frequencies you want to hear and eliminating those that you do not want to hear. Modulation allows you to play around with the sounds in the form of special effects. Noise reduction and restoration allows you to remove noises like pops, clicks, and other sounds caused by things in your audio that you do not want to include in your finished product. Reverb imparts an acoustic space's characteristics to audio, so you can apply them to make your audio sound like it is coming from, or it actually sounds like it's taking place in a specific setting. We're going to skip those two and go to time and pitch. These shifters allow you to correct the pitch of notes or vocals so they are in tune. So those are just some of the basic effects that most people use that often. So now let's talk about how to apply them. So we're going to take a look at this window here. So this window appears by default whenever you open Audition. So what it does is it allows you to add effects. So right now I'll just focus on track 3, which has something that I have been meaning to put effects on just to experiment.
We are the ones who guard the power. We are the beginning, the middle, and the end.
So what this does is it allows you to place effects on either a track or on a clip. So right now, you can see that we are in track effects. You can control whether you apply effects to an entire track or if you want to apply to a clip. And you can always make sure by looking at the words right here. Right now it says track 3, but I just want to apply it to this particular clip. So I could just click that and clip, and it gives me the name of the clip. Let's start by applying an effect to a track overall. So what you can do is hit this this little arrow down here, and your effects will pop up. So I want to add a delay into this audio so it sounds like my voice keeps repeating itself. Once you click the effect that you want to add, it will open up this window here where you can either set some where you can look at the presets that are already loaded onto Audition, or you can manually adjust it yourself. I wanted to go, say, maybe a little, let's go to 100. And I think that's good. So we can close that. If you want to change any of your settings again, you can just double click the effect and the same window will just pop up. And you can fix it as you go. So let's just make sure that let's make sure that we can put this on a loop. and let's hear it.
We are the ones who guard the power. We are the beginning, the middle, and the end. We are the ones who...
So you can see that an effect has been applied to this track. If I wanted to place another piece of audio, so say like I'll just put this clip here and we played this. Let's get rid of that highlighted section. So if I played this while we have an effect already put on the track, we will see that even the clips I put on the track later will have the same effect.
And other things which we are not responsible for.
So that was a delay effect applied to the entirety of track 3. We can toggle it on and off using this power button here. You can see that it's highlighted in green right now, indicating that it's on. So if you just press it, it turns it off. And when we play our audio back,
we are the ones who guard the power.
It doesn't have the delay effect that I applied earlier. You can always toggle it on and off as you wish. You can also put in more effects as well. So maybe I want to add, say, maybe let's change the pitch of it.
We are the ones who guard the power. We are the beginning.
I don't think that did anything, but you can apply as many effects as you want, and it already gives you 16 options to begin with, and you can always move them around if you need to. You can put the pitch shifter above the delay, or you can just move it around as you wish. Just keep in mind that whenever Audition reads effects, it always applies whatever is the first one and then the second one, so you can get two different sounds when you put say a pitch shifter in front of a delay as opposed to a delay in front of a pitch shifter. So let's move on from there. I'll just mute this now. Now let's move on to if we wanted to apply tracks to a particular clip. So what you need to do is you can just click on the clip that you want to add an effect with and make sure you are on clip effects instead of track effects. Otherwise you'll be applying something to an entire track. Now that we can confirm that we're applying it to the clip, we'll just add, say, let's try putting a hard limiter, and then we'll say the maximum amplitude will be there. And then X, and then when we play this back.
Hello, and welcome to the SBC radio show. Warning, watch.
As you can see, nothing really happened with the clip at the beginning as opposed to the clip that right after that we just put a hard limiter on, which really decreased the gain on the audio. Once again, the same things apply when you put an effect on a clip. You can put as many effects as you want. Just keep in mind that the order of the clips are important. So now that we know how to apply clips using the default window, it's a good time to bring up the mixer window. So this is the mixer of the project. I'll just move it onto the side so we can see it alongside here. But anyway, so notice how here we have the kind of a similar window as we do on here. Keep in mind, any effect that you put on the mixer is applied directly to the track. as you can see, if I just highlighted track 2 and go to clip effects, we can see that we have a limiter placed on the second clip here. But if we take a look at the effects window here, it does not come up. So it's really important to know that if you're applying to, if you plan to apply an effect to a specific clip, always do it in this window. But if you want to apply a clip to a track, you can do it either on the effects window here or in the mixer window here, and it will show up. Once again, you can toggle them on and off depending where you look at. So you can toggle all of them off. You can just leave them all on and select the ones you want to toggle on. And you can also set an equalizer effect on here, as well as set some of the automation based on what I showed you in the last video. So just another reiteration of that. So I want to just kind of like, I just want to mess with the volume. So what I can do is here, right, and then when I play it back, I can always
may cause the urge to start rolling.
I can always adjust it here, and you can see that the dynamics change in the waveform line. That's another way to do it instead of turning it back and forth here. Really, there's nothing else that I can't say about effects, but what I can say is that this is pretty much all you need to this is all you need to know to use Adobe Audition effectively, or just to get a basic sense of what to do in Audition. Really, all of it's mostly going to have to be you going into Audition and messing around with any of these settings, just seeing what they do and how they can be beneficial for you. And that really applies to pretty much any software you use. The more you use it, the more you get familiar with it, and the more you know how to utilize it. So there's really nothing else for me to talk about in this video. In the next few videos, I'm just going to be talking about what you can do with Audition to just kind of like help with your workflow. So stuff like keyboard commands, how to label audio so you can identify what type of audio it is in this sea of names that kind of look the same, and just really tools to kind of help you as you go along to using Audition. So I will be making a part 4 which will be talking about that. But until then, my name is Chris, I'm one guy with a movie camera, and I'll see you in the next one.